true.
Well, Franny, thrones are not just claimed to be the best, you gotta beat the best. And in this Game of Thrones, the PETRO Angels are ready to reign.
But Kyla, don't you know that chaos is a ladder? And in a year of firsts with the All-Filipino and the Invitational, why not a first reinforced champion?
Well, we're full tank and ready for another trip to a title.
Add an extra shot and hold the milk for an extra hot championship.
This is the PVL Reinforced Conference Finals, the heart of volleyball.
Hit the ground, make them crystal clear. Go so now, I got no fear. Heartbeat racing louder than a gun. It's I already won. I'm invincible, nothing can break me. Limitless flow, don't try to chase me. Crash like a wave, wild and free. You move that way, I'm all you see. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. Invincible, na 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 na. Na 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 na. DJ Anna.
The PETRO Angels are regular customers already in the PVL Finals, especially the Reinforced Conference. But to win 2 titles in a calendar year, well, that's something they've never done. And they have a chance at it today. Well, on the other side of that net, the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells will have their first podium finish no matter what. But they don't want to stop there. They want a first ever title in their young history, and they want to send a message to the rest of the PVL that they are the new disruptors of the league. That sets the stage for our one game on this Sunday. Yes, it is knockout. It is winner take all. It is sudden death between the ZUS Thunderbells and the PETRO Angels, live here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. We are always happy to have you. Thank you very much for watching us live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and the Pilipinas Live app. I'm Boom Gonzalez with my gorgeous co-panelists right here. Neil Flores, of course, Franny Reyes, and Kyla Kingsu. Franny and Kyla are our insiders for ZUS and PETRO respectively. Thank you very much for setting up, you know, the championship for us, Kyla and Fran. We'll get to you in a bit, but wait, Neil, tell us what to expect in an overview for this finals between ZUS and PETRO, and also tell us what happened there with the bronze medal match. What drama transpired just minutes ago?
It was a great comeback story, I would say, for the Akari Chargers. They won that in 5 thrilling sets until the very end. Dikit na dikit yung laban, and that sets us up for our finals match. Tonight, we will be handing the keys of the queendom to one of our competing teams. ZUS Coffee has that chance to get their first ever gold medal in their very young franchise. And as for PETRO, Lindsay van der Weide just really wants to get her second championship with PETRO.
She might want to get her second championship, but Jovelyn Gonzaga wants to get her first, along with ZUS Coffee. And I do want to talk about who they'll be relying on for stability, and that is their setter, Clo and Mondoñedo. Now, Clo may be young in this league, but she has that championship experience from her collegiate era, and Clo knows that it's going to take a lot for them to face PETRO right now. She is acknowledging that PETRO is peaking, but ZUS has come so far. They've worked so hard to get this first finals appearance, and really she wants this championship because of all that hard work, but also for her ates, for Anna, who came all the way to the Philippines for this conference, and for Jovelyn Gonzaga. Now, usually we hear about what the rookies learn from the vets. Here in ZUS, actually, Jovelyn learned a lot from Clo. Jovelyn said that from her younger teammates, she learned the importance of really enjoying, looking at things with a fresh new perspective, and really the importance of passion in the game that you play and love. It's not just work, it's about giving your all, finding your purpose, and doing everything that you can for one goal, and that is the championship. Now, since I am the insider of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, I thought I might as well take you guys with me inside the dugout. our ZUS Coffee Thunderbell Insider. Why don't I take you guys inside their dugout? Tara! Hi, Ate Lai! Okay, of course. Hi, Chinny. I'm very girl siya today. Hi, Fiola. Hi, Micah. Hi, Ju. Ganda niyo na to.
Thanks.
Ay, dito tayo kay Ate Jo. Hi, Ate Jo.
Bebe, Charot lang.
Panduan lang tayo.
Hapon.
Ano po yung pakiramdam na part ka sa pag-angat ng ZUS from no wins to now, nasa championship na kayo?
Ano pala, no? Like, nung after ng game namin, hindi pa siya sobra talaga nagsisink in. Nandito ako sa ZUS kasi gusto ko talaga malaman kung ano pang purpose ko. Kasi for so long, di ba? Parang ang tagal-tagal ko na naglalaro. Huwag na nating bilangin. Charot. Oo, magkakaalaman eh. Pero parang sa tagal ko na naglalaro, parang naging routinary na lang talaga siya sa akin. So parang pagdating ko dito sa ZUS is mas bumukas, mas naging maliwanag yung purpose ko. And ang sarap pala sa feeling ulit na makaapak sa championship kasi nakalimutan ko na yung feeling. Di ba? Ang tagal. Yan na naman siya.
Ate Jo,
Huwag kang umiyak.
Pero
Oo na.
gusto ko kita tanungin na personally, syempre very emotional ka after nung semifinals. Kamusta ka na yun? Ano yung nasa mindset mo leading up to this championship?
Nakakatuwa kasi parang align kami and the same page kami ng bawat isa. Ang napakagaan na i-give back mo, ibalik mo sa kanila kung anong pinaparamdam nila sa iyo. So kaya siguro naging ganito kami yung team kasi align kami, pareho kami ng mindset.
Well, Ate Jo, good luck to you.
Thank you.
Good luck to ZUS.
Good luck to us.
And that's it from me. You're from the ZUS Coffee Dugout. We did get a little bit emotional inside the ZUS dugout, but the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells are going to need Jovelyn Gonzaga in this match here in the championships. Kyla, but I know you've got a few stories of your own from the PetroGAZZ side of things.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at PetroGAZZ, they have a champion team. They have MVPs. I mean, what more could you ask for, right, Franny? Well, talking about PetroGAZZ, let's go back because when they won the All-Filipino Conference crown for the first time, after that, they had a pretty tumultuous season or off-season because they had their head coach, Coach Koji, replaced with Coach Gary Van Sickle. It was a surprising move meant to bring fresh energy and fresh direction for the squad, and it certainly paid off. But at the start of this reinforced conference, it was anything but smooth. They stumbled, they questioned themselves, but they found a way to rise when it mattered most, and they peaked at the right time. I mean, they dismantled the Cream Like Cool Smashers in the quarterfinals, and then found a way to beat Akari in that 5-setter duel in the semis. And with this finals appearance, it is their 7th, and they are now chasing the 3rd reinforced crown for the squad. And so I was very excited to visit them in their dugout earlier as I talked to their captain, Rem Palma, as she told me that the past week or the past few weeks, what she can really say is it is written. She's had such a good gut feeling the past few games, and you know that all that hard work has been paying off, and it's such a great time for them because they feel a little deja vu with Lindsay, and it's going to be a good full circle moment for all of them. And of course, with a unique opportunity as well to be an insider for this finals game, let me bring you guys with me in the PetroGAZZ Angels dugout. Hi everybody, I'm so excited to be the official insider of the PetroGAZZ Angels for this year's Reinforced Conference Finals. So let's check how they're doing before the game. Thank you. Hi. Hi guys. Hello. Hi. Yes, of course. Uy, Mami Chi. Kwentuhan tayo. Fast lang. I want to ask, how does it feel to be in the PVL finals for the 2nd time this year?
Normal. Joke lang. Hindi, syempre, excited and a little bit, syempre, kinakabahan. Pero, I know naman na magiging maganda yung result for this day.
Yes, very, very excited for this game. Talagang against ZUS Coffee. I want to ask, after everything you've been through, after the All-Filipino Conference, what would winning this conference mean to you?
Syempre, thankful sa lahat for bringing us here again in the finals. Sobrang malaking ano to sa amin kasi we've won the championship and then syempre hindi naman laging panalo pero this time we will do it again.
Yes, very, very excited. Thank you so much, Mami Chi, and good luck to the PETRO GAZZ Angels. I'll see you later. Well, you heard it straight from Mami Chi. Definitely, they have the mindset as veterans, as a champion caliber team, and you can sense that there's a bit of finals tension in the air. Everybody's pretty locked in and serious now today, Bumanil.
You know, I don't think I can feel a little bit of tension here.
There's
actually,
no tension.
I think you feel a little stress here. That's what I'm feeling. All right, we'll talk more about the particulars, more of the characters in this movie. For the PVL, it is ZUS versus PETRO GAZZ. Game number 1. We'll take a break. We will be back. Back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, Brooke Van Sickle going for her second title here in the calendar year. While, of course, as we mentioned, Chini Arroyo and the rest of ZUS Coffee Thunderbells trying to go for that first one in their very young history as a franchise, right? Neil Flores actually always says that the reinforced conference is one of his favorites. And the reason being is obviously we always look out for these reinforcements. So let's talk about them. What are the differences? What do they bring to the table?
Well, for both Anna De Beer and Lindsay van der Weide, obviously they bring scoring to their respective squads. Anna De Beer easily scored 30 points in that semi-final showdown, and it was a sweep against her opponents. And as for Lindsay van der Weide, she did go down with an injury, but I'm happy that she's fine. She was able to adjust quickly by changing positions from the left wing to the right wing, and she was able to provide crucial points also in that game. So we know that they will get their numbers. It is very obvious. Even if you try to stop them, they will score at will. So for the other teammates, you have to support them in any way that you can by giving a good pass, by defending the floor really well, or by getting good touches up front at the net.
Well, Boom and Neil, Anna and Lindsay are definitely forces to be reckoned with. I mean, after all, this is the reinforced conference. But today, and especially today, they'll be needing loads of help from their locals, which brings us to the perfect question of the game, which you can see on the Pilipinas Live app. Today, we are asking which team's locals will have the game of their lives in the finals. And I mean, Franny, when you look at PetroGAZZ's locals, I mean, these are champion members and they've been here a long time.
Well, ZUS's locals are blessed and highly caffeinated, so I think they are definitely ready for this finals. To all our viewers, just vote just below the stream on the Pilipinas Live app, or let us know online using the hashtag PVL2025. One of the last times we'll be using it, this hashtag actually, for this year. So Boom and Neil, any thoughts? Maybe we are the ones to look out for right
Actually, I was going to ask you, so whose locals are going to trump whose locals? But never mind. We'll ask Neil the question, because you also talk about this even on starting lineup. You're saying that when it comes to ZUS Coffee, their locals are actually more important because they have a scoring machine in Anna De Beer. Neil, explain to everybody why.
I agree. They dropped one game in the preliminary round, and that was because of the low scoring output of their locals. But recently, there was a resurgence in their production, talking about Chine Arroyo and AC Minor. 14 points for Chine Arroyo, 8 points for AC Minor. Efficiency will be crucial for these players because we know that the defense will always be ready for the reinforcement. So when Anna De Beer gets checked by the blockers of PetroGAZZ, AC Minor has to score off those quick attacks or slide attacks. And Chine Arroyo really needs to have a good game today as well.
But of course, that doesn't mean the PetroGAZZ locals are not important, Neil.
That is correct. Well, for the locals of PetroGAZZ Angels, you have MVPs right there. Brooke Van Sickle and Myla Pablo. I'm sure they will be playing the biggest games of their lives as well. They played really well against the Creamline Pool Smashers, especially Myla Pablo, as she dropped 26 big points. 14 points against Sakari. Brooke Van Sickle will always be an all-around player for PetroGAZZ. So for them to be able to clinch another title with Lindsay van der Weide, those numbers on your screens need to be replicated today.
All right. You can hear the crowd. They're ready for this championship match for PetroGAZZ versus ZUS. Are you all ready? We're all ready?
I'm ready.
We're ready. Okay, here we go. A dominant team all season versus a team that may be peaking at the perfect time. It is ZUS versus PetroGAZZ. When we come back, the championships here on your PVL.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, alam niyo na po kung anong gagawin. Isindi na yung mga ilaw sa inyong mga telepono. Malapit na po magsimula itong ating finals game. Turn on the lights on your cell phones.
Araneta, make some noise! The ZUS Coffee Thunderbells are making their finals appearance and they've assured themselves a podium finish. But is it time for a new era in the PVL? Let's welcome the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells!
Handa na magtimpla ang mga bagong raid.
We are bringing the Thunder to the finals.
Hulog at kidlat. Now serving sa finals!
ZUS Coffee Nation!
Mag-ingay!
Now let's meet the starters from a team looking to make history with their first PVL championship, the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. An NCAA best setter and MVP, not to mention a three-time NCAA championship, the leading setter of the conference from the College of St. Benilde, number 21, Clo Mondoñedo. From San Mateo Rizal, a PVL best libero returning to the finals after 9 years. From San Sebastian College of Recoletos, number 16, libero Liza Eroa. One of the top rookies this conference, hailing from Binangonan Rizal and the Ateneo de Manila University, number 15, middle blocker, AC Minor. This Cebuana is a UAAP champion with National University. Number 10, outside spiker, Chini Arroyo. A silver and bronze medalist in the AVC, a champion and 3-time best middle blocker in the UAAP, best middle blocker in the PVL. From De La Salle University, number 3, middle blocker, Thea Gagate. Gold medalist FIVB World Tour for beach volleyball. Bronze medalist in the SEA Games for beach volleyball. 3-time best opposite spiker and 2-time MVP V-League. From the province of Guimaras, the Bionic Ilongga. Number 8, opposite spiker, Jovelyn Gonzaga. She led her team to the USNCAA finals back-to-back. The top scorer of the Reinforced Conference from Louisville, Kentucky, Beer De Beer. Number 18, outside spiker, Anna De Beer. Their head coach, Jerry Yee. Araneta, are you ready? The PETRO GAZZ Angels are back in the finals for the 7th time. After winning their first All-Filipino Conference crown, they are back and they are ready to win their 3rd reinforced title! PVL fans, let's welcome the PETRO GAZZ Angels!
We've done this twice before. Are you ready for a third? Gas mates, make some noise!
Now let's meet the starters from the reigning All-Filipino Conference champions, the PETRO GAZZ Angels! UAAP Beach Volleyball MVP from Adamson University, wearing jersey
Batangas City and De La Salle University. UAAP champion, the lone rookie of PetroGAZZ, number 4, your setter, Jules Tolentino. And returning to the finals, best foreign guest player, finals MVP of 2022 from Turlock, California, number 11, opposite spiker, Lindsay van der Weide. Head coach for the Angels is Coach Gary Van Sickle.
Tolentino sets up the play. Van der Weide scores that one in. Pablo will get it done. Oh, tip here right away. Jovelin. Got it again.
Does it? They defend their reinforced championship.
Could it be a renaissance?
PetroGAZZ Angels are back in the final. She is unstoppable.
Or could it be a revelation?
Still extends for that. Phillips punches another.
We're ready to reclaim our crown. We're ready for a new group.
As Jovelin Gonzaga collapses in tears.
The first ever for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells.
It's time for the Angels to ascend again.
Minor. Got it.
It's time for a storm of supremacy.
Welcome to the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, our officials for the finals. First referee, Erlindo Eusebio, national referee. Our second referee, Fernando Velarde, national referee.
All right, here are the starters for the newcomers, the babies here in the finals, the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, looking for their first championship. They're already assured on a podium, but they want to be greedy. And they want a championship to go along with it. The PetroGAZZ Angels, a chance to win 2 titles in 1 calendar year. Reinforced has been their playground, and some characters there have been there before. Bang, Pineda, Lindsay, they were all there. Part of that team. Milo Pablo, some veterans. The newcomer, Jules Tolentino, will be crucial in her role here for the PetroGAZZ Angels. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, after the elaborate start to our finals here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. If I were a PVL player or a new PVL player, if only for the call out, I want to be in the finals.
I would be overwhelmed, but I would be so excited as well to experience what they experience. But looking at the starting units of PetroGAZZ and ZUS Coffee, PetroGAZZ will be fielding in Myla Pablo as an opposite.
Right.
So Lindsay van der Weide will be back in her usual position as an outside hitter. For ZUS Coffee, Thea Gagate will man the net for Coach Jerry Yee. Yes, we talked about ZUS Coffee na first time pa lang nila in the finals, but there are certain players there.
Yeah.
There's no stranger in the finals. They already have championship experience in their
Correct.
collegiate years. So I think the collective experiences of one another will definitely help them as a team. They know what to expect. The pressure is there. So they just really have to bring that challenger mindset against PetroGAZZ, because PetroGAZZ is here to win it. They're a veteran team. They have all the pieces. Bawat ikot ng PetroGAZZ may pupunto sa kanila. So it's up to the locals of ZUS Coffee to support Anna De Beer.
Because they have the ultimate weapon in Anna De Beer. Now, the question with Lindsay, the state of that ankle, she looked okay in the semifinals, Neil. Obviously, not yet 100%. But a couple of days after, let's see how she will move here back in her natural position. And maybe a nervous serve by the newcomer, the rookie, Jules Tolentino. But you got to be happy for her. Thrust into this situation when they were in shambles at the start of this season, Neil.
I agree. They have 3 setters in this current lineup. Jules Tolentino came up big in their last few games. And she also provides more height up front. So she will be helping the team in blocking. There's a rotational fault called on the PetroGAZZ Angels. So that's 2-0 for ZUS Coffee.
There's so many storylines to this movie that we have here. And we'll get to them in a bit. But first, Gagate serving. They go to Brooke, who is sent back. Tolentino reverses to Myla. Did anybody touch it? According to Erlindo Eusebio, no. So, Pablo says yes. So our first challenge right away in the finals.
Yes, there was a check on Anna De Beer. She admits to that block touch. First point for Myla Pablo and the PetroGAZZ Angels.
You have a champion import in Lindsay, an import here, a reinforcement rather, and our guest player. And then, of course, a player who's played very high level, very young, newcomer here, and wants to be a champion here in the PVL.
First Pro League also overseas for Anna De Beer.
Correct. 2-1. Soft touch there for Anna on her first strike. Arroyo with the pickup. De Beer again with her first point in the finals. First of how many? We don't know. We will find out soon enough. Kyla Kingsu has more from the PetroGAZZ side of things.
Manil, it's a funny thing because for the PetroGAZZ Angels, while this final stage is very familiar yet at the same time unforgiving for them. They open here, but it's more than just points. It's in connections that pass energy and responsibility. Today, our rookies' courage mirrors the MVPs. Brooke Van Sickle has carried the team's pulse all year, all conference long, and beside her, their lone rookie, Jules Tolentino, who has learned to command the Petro way. And it's not just a set anymore, it's a passing of composure. Jules told me in a team where experience feels like inheritance, you just play fear on the court, and if there's one thing she's learned from BBS, it is to not overthink. That's mentorship in motion, trust whispered in moments too small for the scoreboard. Bumanil.
Thank you very much, Kyla. That is important, the mental side of it here in the finals, especially, Neil, because it's winner take all.
It's a knockout game, no do-overs for both of these teams.
Yes.
So they really have to play their best volleyball today.
Klo denied 2 denials. Looks like the ankle is fine for Lindsay van der Heijden.
2 immediate kill blocks for Lindsay van der Heijden and the rest of the PetroGAZZ Angels. This is the rotation of PetroGAZZ that can neutralize the offense of Anna De Beer. So it's really about getting a quick side out for Klo Mondoñedo para madagdagan yung options niya na nasa harap. Right now, they're in their 2-hitter rotation.
She identified it right away, Neil, and spanked that ball quickly down the line.
That is outside, so that will be a point for PetroGAZZ.
Pero kita mo yung ugali niya na tumarget, ano? When you see her play this season, there is intention with the things that she does.
And she's very familiar with her angles. Alam niya kung saan siya may advantage.
Yes.
Her stronger zones are zone 6 and zone 5 definitely, but she can also go sharp on that cross.
Yun, bukong-buka yun eh. Medyo, ano lang, lumabas lang ng konti.
But from time to time, you'll also see her target zone 1.
Also a good server. And just as I say that, she sends it out. She's a good receiver. She's a good server, good attacker. And there's a calmness, if not indifference, about Anna De Beer that is kind of scary.
I feel that too. But you just know that she has a competitive spirit.
Yes, yes.
And she's not afraid to take charge of this young team.
Yep. Ginny Arroyo is having a moment this year also. A rebirth of some sort here with ZUS Thunderbells.
the block breaker early.
I was watching Anna De Beer during the call-out, actually, when Petrogas was being... my eyes are on her, and she was just nonchalant, nothing. And across court, that's the 4th point already by the returning champion. Guest player, Skechers player na set. Brought to you by Skechers. Comfort that performs.
Even when you have, let's say, Van der Weyde rotate in the back row, you still have a Brooke Van Sickle, the left pin. And she's also a decent blocker for the Petrogas Angels. You have to activate and utilize the height of Thea Gagate if you want to give a better chance for Chini Arroyo and Jovelyn Gonzaga to get past the first line of defense of the Petrogas Angels.
That's another part of the storyline here for ZUS, as we see Phillips here dug the pass to Jove, and Jove scores on that one. The acquisition of Jove, the acquisition of Chini, the acquisition of Eroa has been huge, and then they draft very well in the case, of course, of Thea and Minor. And then you have a super guest player, with Anna De Beer.
And they were really busy in recruitment.
Yes.
Only started in the PVL 2024.
Yes.
The year after, they're already here in the finals.
Ganda no angulo ni Jove Gonzaga, kaya lang masyadong malakas. So that means we go to the technical timeout with Petrogas ahead. Sunday special is the winner-take-all match and championship match between the Petrogas Angels, the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, MJ Phillips, and the rest of the Angels ahead 8-7. Klo will set up Kagate. Dug by Phillips. Lindsay from behind. Eroa was there. Arroyo flies. Tolentino chases. Brooke adjusts and still scores. Let's go to Franny Reyes for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells.
Women deal, lahat ng bagay may dahilan, and that's something that Eliza Eroa has really believed in ever since she came back to volleyball. We're all familiar with her story. She actually shared with me that when she was still doing corporate, she even joined a company volleyball league, and they even reached the final. Something to be a foreshadowing to our match today. She told me na nandito na kami. That was her mindset then, and it's her mindset now. Things happen for a reason, like when they lost the signal, and she's just so grateful to be in this position in her career, something that she thought would never be possible again. Sabi niya, dadoblehin pa ang galawan nila nung elims, and they know that they have to work hard if they want to beat the Petrogas Angels. Back to you guys.
Right there on cue, De Beer with the block on the running Rania Musa. And also a testament, Franny, of Jove's really all these years taking care of herself too, taking care of her body too.
Yeah, ang tagal niyang inintay yung opportunity to be back in the finals. You get a 1-point lead of that Chini Arroyo ace. You can see that both setters are trying to stay in their strongest rotation. Every time they have 3 hitters or every time na nandyan yung reinforcement nila, sinusubukan nilang patagalin so that they can get as many points as possible.
3-0 run, by the way, by ZUS. Good first ball there. Brooke, that's out. 4-0 run now by the newbies here in the finals, who are not here and are not just happy to be here. They want to get it all. 11-9. Better first ball there. Oh! Nalunod, partner.
Set just too high for Rania Musa. You can see the intention from Jules Tolentino to start giving opportunities to the middles to score.
5-0 run. Continue to serve it up to Brook. And was solid at the back line. De Beer gets the soft block. Jules, dig pass to the other side. Eroa again. Back to De Beer. Bang with a pickup. Brook with the soft one. Dea sends it to the other side. PVS. Eroa unable to keep it in play, and that breaks the 5-0 run.
That's a defensive sequence that we want to see on both ends of the court. A lot of player matchups actually for tonight. Aside from the outside hitters, you also have the setter matchup, libero matchup, Alyssa Eroa and Bang Pineda going head-to-head.
Yeah, returning to PetroGAZZ and returning to the finals. Jove. Bang was there for coverage. Back to BVS. Off the soft block. Klo. Back to De Beer. What a one-hand dig there. Sa gitna. What a play. Klo. I love that you mentioned her because we've said it in many shows already, Neil, as we look at the spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. Underrated no more.
Yeah, I would say that she's not underrated at all. She's in full control all the time. Not very flashy when it comes to setting, but when it comes to combinations and pag ginagalaw niya yung mga players sa harapan, ang laki ng chance na makapuntos ang ZUS Coffee.
Ooh, that's out. It hits Coach Jerry, who did not flinch, by the way. Now, first time out by Coach Gary.
Why we're passing well. Hey, we're fine. All we need is the side out. Get that, let's go!
Coach Gary Van Sickle. Sir Tony Liao, PNBF President, and of course Ricky Palou, Premier Volleyball League.
Boss Frank Lau.
Frank Lau.
ZUS Coffee always here to support his teams.
Trying to go as Lindsay was indecisive there. Thea Gagate. Champion herself in her collegiate days, of course. And her first appearance here in the PVL. Wow, big 5-point lead. The run now continues. I believe it's 7-1. Brook will try again. Jove goes over. Back to Brook again. Cross court. Kita nyo, wala si Eroa doon.
Yeah. Hard swing, good choice of angle for Brook Van Sickle. Targeting Thea Gagate on the cross.
Of course, their road to the finals a bit different. Brook and the rest of the gang, 5-set thriller against Akari, who just claimed bronze earlier. Want to come from behind. While ZUS, of course, sweeping PLDT, and that will be a great block on Myla Pablo, if I'm not mistaken, will be credited for that one. Tibay defensive play of the set brought to you by Elasto Seal. Selyado bubong, anumang panahon. Two straight points to cut the lead down to 3. Eroa with a perfect pass. Jules reverses to Myla. Trying to go for the angle, but De Beer met her up top. 16-12, technical timeout once again.
PetroGAZZ.
Get ready for TV5's
Prize 2025 Tinig ng Pasko School Chorale Competition. Join us sa Pride and Christmas Spirit 2025 Tinig ng Pasko School Chorale Competition Finals. You may also watch it on TV5, Facebook, and YouTube Live.
Serving for ZUS Coffee, Jovelyn Gonzaga.
That's, of course, Cess, Riri, and Rachel, all former teammates,
Yeah.
of course.
From the Farm Fresh Foxies,
Yeah.
Rachel Andak is wearing a ZUS Coffee jersey.
Siyempre, sister team. 16-13.
Substitution for Coach Gary Van Sickle. Chisaad will be serving for Rania Musa.
Now serving for Petro GAZZ, Chisaad.
13 will be serving 16. Chisaad, who's done everything she could already here in the PVL. Once more. Anna De Beer with some extra heat on that ball.
Too sharp. For Chisaad there.
Look at that swing.
We already said this on starting lineup in yung stronger angles ni Anna De Beer.
Yes.
So for PETRO GAZZ Angels, they need to adjust their positioning on the block. One side step to the left probably to block off that specific angle.
Yeah. Easier said than done, of course, as you see that ball coming at you as MJ Phillips activated against Minor here. Linihis yung bola, which is the right thing to do against Minor, has really come up here in this conference. Scratching the ball there. Brooke from behind unleashes one for her 4th point.
Brooke Van Sickle attacking from the back row, and that's out of system play. 4 options din lagi meron itong PETRO GAZZ.
Yeah.
Myla Pablo can also attack from the back. For ZUS Coffee, they need to get a side out.
One more for Chini. Goes over the blockers. A chance to counter here. Open to Lindsay. Chini will try again. Denied, but it will bounce out. The confidence level of the former NU player in this conference.
Big point for Chini Arroyo. Nagpapalitan sila all throughout this conference. This is Piola Ceballos. Coach Jerry needs more defense. He would go to Piola Ceballos, but when it comes to scoring, Chini Arroyo is the easiest pick for ZUS Coffee.
Micah Go comes in for ZUS to serve and sweep. Woohoo! This is going to be an essential weapon for PETRO GAZZ tonight.
Not just on offense, but also on defense.
That slide. Nice wrist action there. 16 serving 18. PETRO GAZZ playing catch up. The scratch on the ball, the miss hit, which sets up Brooke here. Bumalik sa PETRO GAZZ. Lindsay. De Beer says mine. Arroyo will go up for it. Chance to counter. Back to Brooke. Eroa is greeting her again. De Beer from the middle. That's how crucial Alyssa Eroa is. Yes, it was a De Beer point, but it wouldn't have happened without that from Eliza Eroa.
Perfect dig. Straight to the target zone. Papunta kay Clo Mondoñedo.
Amazing. MJ again. This one's out this time. Another 4-point lead, but this time at the 20-point mark. And now the second time out by Coach Gary.
Yeah, it's the unforced errors is the difference here. When you come at the court and they block us, they earn that point. If you're getting balls out, they're not earning it, right? Let's go. Guys got this.
Sean Alder there. Trisha Tubu, Coach Angelino Tironi is also with us.
Alongside assistant coach Alejandro Aldana, our Alas men's team who will be competing in the Southeast Asian Games.
Ooh, gang is here from the sister team. Of course, Mandy Madeago also. Tang Ponce, I believe, also. Star-studded audience. Seven Gagate also there. Back to the action here. 17 will be serving 20. Parang feeling out process itong first set between these two protagonists. That's going to drop in at the corner.
Quick attack is good. This is the distribution that Coach Jerry wants to see. And it's not just distribution, it's conversion also from the locals. It's one thing to get sets, also another thing to be able to convert these sets into points for the Thunderbirds.
Ito na yung sinasabi mo, Neil. Sabagas comes in. It's time to defend and to serve with a 4-point lead. Misreceive. Good chase by Bang to at least keep them in play. Agate is checked. So they go back to De Beer, who is also checked. Was that Jules Tolentino? Yes, it was. And that's the advantage of this tall, young setter for Petrogaz.
Petrogaz is just establishing solid blocking patterns up front. De Beer tried to go down the line, but Jules was there.
Reverse to Joves. Milo was there for the pickup. Bang will set up Brooke. Oh, what a dig by Aroa with the left hand. It's playable. Jules back to BVS. Denied. Myla. What a smart play by the vet. On a quick reaction, Neil.
Heads up play from Myla Pablo. She hasn't been getting a lot of sets. Most of the sets have been going to Lindsay van der Weyden and Brooke Van Sickle.
So why not a broken play? And she
Taking
knew
matters into her own hands.
She knew the other team was scrambling also. Down to 2. Oh! Second service error by the rookie.
Angels really have to clean up their service game.
Sabi nga ni Coach Gary during the last time out, our errors are giving them points. Gagate will get us going for this rally. 19 for Petrogaz, 22 for ZUS. Brooke Van Sickle right on top of that ball for her 6th point.
11 points combined for Lindsay van der Weyden and Brooke Van Sickle.
Ceballos receiving. De Beer. And the ball dropping right in the middle of the campfire. And now it is time for Coach Jerry to call his first timeout. and Henning. Dennis and Ciso also here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. See a lot of basketball players, of course. They converge to watch the main event of your Sunday special. It's down to 1, Neil. The lead. So, who do you call?
She has been checked by the blockers, but again, she will find ways to score just by looking at the power in those hits. Alam mong tatalsik siya sa kamay ng blocker eventually.
JC Makalalag, Mike Phillips, Kuya Ben is also here. Speaking of blocks, 2 straight points after the Jerry Yee timeout, and more importantly, that gets them to set point. Lindsay, Eroa. And that has been the formula, not only for set number 1, but for this reinforced conference. The steady digging of Eliza Eroa and the unplayable hitting of Anna De Beer. This Babat player of the set, brought to you by Devant. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babat moments with your family only with Devant. And the newcomers get set number 1. As we see this point brought to you by Myra, the set point. Be Vita Brighter. Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. So, it is ZUS drawing first blood here in the finals.
Big Dome, it's time for our Myra Glow Cam. Why don't we check out and see who's our face for our Myra Glow Cam? There you go, wave and say hi to our camera. Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion. Stand out with a brighter skin that glows. Don't just be bright, be Vita Brighter. That was our Myra Glow Cam.
Welcome back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. It is the finals of your Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. ZUS getting ahead, 25-21. Boom Gonzalez and my partner Neil Flores telling us what happened in that first set.
Both teams had the same conversion rate at 33% in the attacking department. PETRO GAZZ actually put up a wall against Anna De Beer, but they had a couple of problems in serving and receiving. Kaya dun lumamang yung ZUS Coffee. Eliza Eroa was spectacular on the floor. 41% digging efficiency for ZUS Coffee as a team. 36 for PETRO GAZZ. 60% efficiency on reception. So you can see na ang bilis ma-convert ng first attack ng ZUS Coffee. Now Rizzo Nogales is in the ball game.
Another great pickup by ZUS, who has really played very well here in the reinforced conference. Lindsay says there was a touch. The Referees conferring with each other with the linesman. Our down referee, Fernando Velarde, talking to our linesman, who is now relaying the message to our up referee, Erlindo Eusebio, and it will be Petrogas point. And there will be the eventual challenge by Coach Jerry Yee, who was in charge.
Last touch challenge will not be allowed because pang joust lang yan up front. You can't challenge the last touch from the back row. So
yeah,
Pagka last touch kasi, galing sa dito.
that was Lindsay's.
Pagka last touch, yun dito
That's
sana.
what she was saying also.
I-floor touch niyo muna, i-floor touch niyo.
So floor touch would be the
appropriate
best challenge card for ZUS Coffee,
so that they could review. Every point matters because, again, this is not a series we're talking about. We're talking about one game, one thing all. And by the way, Petrogas also lost in the preliminaries against ZUS in 3 sets. 25-22, 25-21, 25-20. That was October 28th. So, but it is a floor touch challenge. Can they overrule because of that challenge?
That ball was already out of bounds.
It was out, yes.
A successful challenge for ZUS Coffee.
And that is for 1-0 here in set number 2.
Only for the first point.
Yeah. Like we said, very important. Lindsay, the blockers of ZUS, Neil, have done an incredible job with soft blocks here.
Actually, both teams.
Yeah, true. That's right.
Really focus on their blocking for sure in training. Popped up by Bang Pineda, but net fault will be called.
Myla says she didn't, so they're going to challenge this too. Every point matters. And it's also not because of the point itself, but it's momentum sometimes, Neil.
Volleyball is a game of momentum, obviously. And they're already down by 1 set, so this is crucial for Petrogas. They don't want to go 0-2.
Yeah. Not against a team bannered by a player who's averaging almost 27 points a match and also scored 30 points in the last match. And the 30 is not new, as we see Mylan. Always that hair. But they usually allow that, right, Neil? Also, it's a let. Yeah. Replay the point. I was about to say, the big thing about the 30 points of Anna De Beer, she scored that in 3 sets.
3 sets, 10 points per set on average. Wow.
So
right now she's at 7.
Yes. Replay the point, 1-0 again. Myla. Good pick up there by Jove. And Nogales right away scoring here in the second set. So it is still 2-0. Okay, more from ZUS Coffee's side with Franny Reyes.
Boom and Neil, Anna was actually pretty emotional about having her last practice with their team yesterday. And that's why they've decided to do everything that they can to make the most out of this experience. Anna told me that this team is so special. This experience has been so special. It's the hardest part about leaving tomorrow morning because it's also the first time she's been so away from home. She said that in this match, it doesn't matter who has more experience. It's about who comes to play, who plays smart, and who comes out swinging. She told me that this is actually the first time she's felt more like herself post-injury, and she's looking to take her team to their first reinforced conference final. Back to you guys.
And they're on a good path, Franny, as they start off this set 3-1. And she is absolutely right. When it comes to knockout matches, you know, experience, of course, is a big deal in a lot of situations, but it's also who comes to play the right way. And you can ask, you know, unfortunately, the teams that lost in the semifinals.
While Franny was reporting, I was actually looking at Lindsay van der Weide. She was asking for a set near the antenna because she wants to avoid Eliza Iroa on the cross. She was successful as she got that point when she targeted the line.
Nice catch there, Neil. All right, we got a report from ZUS. Let's go to Petrogas this time with Kyla Kingsu.
Bumanil, some PVL teams come to the finals eager and very hungry to finally taste glory, but teams like the Petrogas Angels are here to remind everybody that it has been in their meal plan and they're ready to do it all over again. Now, this theme for this reinforced for Petrogas is about return. Flashback to 2022, Myla Pablo and Lindsay van der Weide lifted them to the crown, and then life pulled them apart from the Angels. But volleyball has a funny way of calling you back to places, and they tell me they're not rewinding the past. They're actually returning to themselves and returning the reinforced crown to the rightful heirs. Years apart, paths divergent, yet here they are full circle, and they've got each other to get the set back. Bumanil.
Thank you very much, Kyla. Bang was also there in that team as she returns here at Petrogas. So that's also one of the things that Lindsay enjoyed when she saw Bang in the team. She says, okay, very familiar.
She has cemented her starting libero position as well. Galing din ang kapalitan niya. They still have Jelly Temperatura ready to defend the floor for the Angels.
You just imagine as Musa sends this to the net. Bang Pineda has been playing high level. I mean, when you talk about, you know, her palaro pambansa experience, college, you know, more than 20 years.
Yeah.
So her ability to keep her body ready for high-level volleyball is amazing. Of course, it helps that she transitioned from open spiker to libero. It helps in the sense that she was able to preserve her knees down, or her jumping. But libero is still very grueling position.
I would say na mas mahaba yung career ng mga liberos.
For sure.
Because they don't jump a lot.
Right. Mababa yung pasa ni Jules. So it's sent it right straight to the waiting arms of Minor. Tibay defensive play of the set brought to you by Elastic Seal Sedado Bobong. Anumang panahon, which is what she was telling me.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of combinations from Petrogas. That might be one way to get more points. Because right now, mas kontrolado ni Clo Mondoñedo yung rotation ng ZUS Coffee compared kay Jules Tolentino.
Momentum clearly on the side of ZUS.
Tibay at tatag, pinalakas na Pilipinas sa 33rd
Roger Goreev coaching from the sidelines. As I mentioned earlier, JC Makalalag in attendance right behind the Phillips brothers there. Waiting for Petrogas Angels. The defense has been good for ZUS.
Jules Tolentino has to give a couple of sets to Myla Pablo. Intentional sets to the right pin. I know that Brooke Van Sickle is there, Lindsay van der Weide, but you will need Myla Pablo in the long run. Kaya kailangan mapainit mo din siya early on.
Down 4. AC Minor, 5 points in this match. Minor
actually the second best option next to Ana De Beer in terms of efficiency throughout the preliminaries.
Correct. She is averaging 10.2 after the preliminaries, next only to the obviously 26 points of Ana De Beer. Out of system, so they give it away. And Klo with the second ball put away with force. And this is the biggest lead now at 6. PETRO completely outplayed here in the second set. Inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum. That is the man who was the OG coach of the PETRO Angels 2018, became the program head for volleyball in 2019 and 2022 when they won the reinforced championships, and now he's trying to bring one to the opponent. And his volleyball program here in ZUS, and this play is still alive. De Beer from behind. De Beer is one of those players that we have seen, Neil, in all our years of doing games together, whether local or foreign or college or whatever, that yung pa-approach pa lang, there is anticipation from the crowd, Neil.
And you already know that it's just going to be a point.
Yeah.
Throughout the season, yun yung naging support na nakikita natin from her teammates, Eliza and Iroa and Jovelyn Gonzaga, just keeping the ball alive.
Correct.
So that they can give a chance to Clo Mondoñedo to set that ball up in the back row for Ana De Beer.
That counter-attack was a Skechers play of the set, brought to you by Skechers. Comfort that performs. Maitaas mo lang ang bola, no? Yun yung talagang type na guest player that they have right now.
PETRO GAZZ is having a lot of problems on the service line.
That will be, let me check, service error number 4.
Which is actually surprising because in terms of team experience, they have the upper hand in this finals. But
Correct.
right now, they're playing catch-up, a 6-point lead for ZUS Coffee.
ZUS has doubled up on them, but actually more than doubled up earlier. 12-5, now it's 12-6. De Beer, one of the best receivers also. And that will not go over for Nogales. All right, more from ZUS, from Franny Reyes.
Boom and Neil, Risa Nogales has been one of the highlights of this conference. And she was telling me, mga hindi niya na-experience before, na-experience niya with ZUS. At parang ang bilis ng panahon from draft night na nanginginig siya to getting drafted to being awarded to now the finals. It's all been so surreal and she can't believe that a team took a chance on her. She told me that if she could speak to Risa from draft night, she would say, thank you for taking the risk. Thank you for still going because now they are fighting for that championship title. Back to you guys.
Yeah, me and Neil have talked about Nogales here in her audition and how she has become way more than what expected in terms of serviceable.
Yeah.
Some people thought she was going to be serviceable, but no. She has really come up here for ZUS. She is agile, mobile. Bang! With a dig that puts her back. Lindsay with a counter. Iroa easily with a pickup. Ceballos on the counter attack. Tolentino puts it up to Lindsay again, and she scores. This lead is at 5.
It's really hard to get through the defense of Eliza Iroa. Lindsay van der Weide has been targeting zone 1. She's been trying to get a lot of hitouts against the blockers of ZUS Coffee.
Kaya niya mas gusto malapit sa antena. You know, if you're Lindsay also, you're a champion, you've been around, and all the talk about Ana De Beer, di ba? Siyempre, may pride ka rin, partner, di ba? You want a battle. There's a rainbow free ball. Tolentino. Myla Pablo waiting on the right side. She doesn't get it. But this time, Raja Musa redirects that ball, but no, it's a redirection that is illegal.
Catch and throw violation will be called on Rania Musa.
I thought so too originally. Yung tinatawag natin na medyo dinakma na bola.
You won't be able to challenge that call.
Yes.
It's always the judgment call of the first referee pagdating sa catch and throw.
Right. And that violation. And that's what you said. You vehemently, or adamantly rather. Let's see this. And now on the slow-mo, it's a bit tough to look at though. Very hard to judge. But the call will stick, unfortunately, for PetroGAZZ. Lindsay, next to the net. That's going to drop in. That's 8 points for Lindsay van der Rijde. And a 5-point lead that they're trying to overhaul here.
The Angels need to make a counter run. 5 points is a big lead here in the second set.
Especially with the way ZUS has been playing. Inunahan yung blockers. 10 points. First player to get into double-figure territory.
Reception efficiency is just off the charts for ZUS Coffee. That's why PetroGAZZ is having a hard time getting a counter run.
Balik kay Brooke. Goes for the angle.
MJ Phillips will move to the front line. 3 attackers in the front for Jules Tolentino.
Musa. 10 serving 15. Pero with the pickup again. Jove. Tolentino will reverse to Pablo. Pero will send it, of course, to the beer. Goes cross. Good save by Musa. And a chance still here for PetroGAZZ as they keep it alive. And guess what? That effort by Musa was why they got that point.
Not giving up on that ball. That's why they are rewarded by a block point. Yan yung duo na pwedeng pantapat kay Ana de Beer, MJ Phillips and Myla Pablo. You saw the block reach of the two ladies up front a while ago.
And Anna will try to use her skills again to try to get through that block. Another service error and another one for Rania too. That will be her second.
Serving has been their weak point.
16-11. Back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum as we continue our coverage for the finals of PetroGAZZ versus ZUS. Ball control and serving has been an issue for the more experienced PetroGAZZ Angels here.
That's correct. These were the same issues they had in set number 1. By now, dapat ma-adjust na sila, especially on that service line.
Pressure is on now on them.
And you won't be able to utilize the presence of Brooke Van Sickle and MJ Phillips if you're not going to put that serve in.
Yeah. Which ZUS has done wonderfully here in this match. That's a good setup for Myla Pablo. Perfect pass for the 5th point for Pablo.
That's the right set for Myla Pablo.
Spike of the set brought to you by Dunkin'. Pasalubong ng bayan.
She's not too comfortable if the set is too far from the net. You need to find that sweet spot so she can go for that full swing.
Hindi rin pwedeng masyadong malapit, no, para sa kanya. De Beer, itaas mo lang. This one's gonna go out though. They think it's in. Coach Jerry is looking at his players. This coaching staff just pulled up the ball in, ball out card. Story again of this ZUS team all season long. They've been dominant, winning 7 of their 8 games, losing only to Signal, and including, of course, a 3-set win against PetroGAZZ back in October 2028 in the preliminaries, while PetroGAZZ really stumbled out of the gates as this one touches the line. But PetroGAZZ is on a 4-game winning streak, just enough to get them to the finals. While you also think about ZUS, they beat the 2-time champion, consecutive champion in PLDT in straight sets. They're looking to beat another champion in PetroGAZZ, and Anna De Beer is at the forefront of that campaign. MJ asking for it, but it is Brooke who gets it.
That's the immediate advantage. When Flo Mondoñedo is in the front row, she will be the immediate target of the outside hitters of the PetroGAZZ Angels. So all you have to do is get the commitment of AC Minor in the middle para isa na lang yung babantay kay Brooke Van Sickle.
Kahit pa paano mahiwalay ng konti. That will not make it.
Back-to-back points for the Angels. Down to a 3-point lead for the Thunderbells.
The score here, you can bet Coach Jerry will call another timeout. Brooke sending it back to Eroa. De Beer from the middle. Arroyo, 2 denials there at the net. Dig pass. Lindsay smartly swipes it. Tolentino to Brooke from behind. And they score. 3 straight points.
You also know that PetroGAZZ is a diesel team. So even if you build a 6-point, 7-point lead, it's not safe. Now down to 2.
They caught up also in the first set, but they were not able to take over. They're down 2. Biggest lead here in this set was 6. Here's another chance to counter with Lindsay. Good coverage by Jove. Back to De Beer from behind. Doug. Arroyo. Denied.
ZUS Coffee needs to get out of this rotation. Dito sila tumatagal. They need one good stop. Every time they're in their 2-hitter rotation, PetroGAZZ makes a run. And they want to keep it that way.
Surprise, Coach Jerry has not called a timeout yet. It's a 4-0 run. And a chance to pour on. Brooke from behind again. Not this time, says Minor.
One-on-one affair, AC Minor against Brooke Van Sickle. And that's another storyline. We're just very happy for AC Minor and Riza Nogales. Their collegiate careers were the best, I would say, in terms of endings. But now they have an opportunity to get gold.
And I did ask her about that. As she says, she's playing more loose and free here in professionals. And also because di na raw siya nag-aaral. So wala na siyang
It's all volleyball.
It's all volleyball. That's all she's worried about. It's an overpass, but Claw, without a timeout, they deal with it on their own and they score 2 counter points, which means that lead is back to 3. fans here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum having a grand time with the exchanges between PetroGAZZ and ZUS, but ZUS has had an answer every time PetroGAZZ comes knocking at that door. That's going to be out. Lindsay says there's a touch. No? None. No challenge.
First error again for the PetroGAZZ Angels. Flow has been on and off. There have been smooth sequences for PetroGAZZ. There have been some rough ones. Lindsay gets that one back off the sharp cross.
That breaks a 3-0 counter run by ZUS. Makes the adjustment here with that cut shot.
At this point, Coach Gary Van Sickle is just looking for consistency from the girls.
That is still in for Thea Gagate. 4 points for the former number 1 draft pick.
That's a deep middle blocker rotation for Coach Jerry Yee.
Do they have enough cushion?
Now, Jules Tolentino is starting to move the pieces up front. That was a rare combination play for PetroGAZZ. 3 blockers were there, but Lindsay was able to get it off the hands.
Still a 3-point lead, which seems bigger than it really is against this ZUS team, as De Beer overpasses that one.
That's why we've been saying na kailangan ipasok ng PetroGAZZ yung serves, because when you put your serve in, there will always be a chance for a shank pass or an overpass from ZUS Coffee.
Thea again. 5 points for her.
The locals are getting their numbers. 5 points for Thea Gagate, 6 points for AC Minor. Lomo Doniedo also has 2 points under her name.
There is what they call Neil in volleyball, yung service pressure. There has to be service pressure.
Yes.
It's not just about spiking at the net, obviously, or blocking. And not necessarily also getting the point from the serve, but the pressure of the serve. 22-20. Make that 20, serving 22. Lindsay on tap. Finals between PetroGAZZ and ZUS. Gagate this time is checked. So they go back to De Beer. A little offer angle close to the net and a little long on the set. Down to 1. Lindsay. Good receive. De Beer breaks the block again. Every time there's a doorbell from PetroGAZZ. De Beer has slammed that door.
That's just sheer power from her swing. Myla Pablo read that well, but just couldn't contain the De Beer hit.
A young reinforcement pouring it on. Counter-attack. That's a good block. It's in. Checked at the border was De Beer.
PetroGAZZ did their homework. 5 kill blocks in set number 1. A couple of kill blocks here in set number 2 against Anna De Beer. So they will not allow her to score 30 points in just 3 sets.
But it's the other facets of the game that they're lacking right now. That's why hindi sila makakuha ng rhythm, no? Although this set is still for the taking. Good serve. Eroa with the dive. De Beer goes for it. A chance to tie here. They go to Brooke. Brooke is rejected. That is a big time denial.
That will be credited to AC Minor. Monster block against EVS. That's a downside when you become predictable. Blockers will be there offset.
Yeah, that will be her 4th block, but nobody's going to be able to block that. saving one set point on the pinball. MJ's reach, really, when she gets up there, huh? So high.
Now it's in the hands of Clo Mondoñedo. Kanina siya pupunta.
Kanino pa ba? Miscalculation on De Beer and a missed hit, and we go to an extension here in set number 2. Listen to this crowd.
This is the action that we want to see. Anna De Beer wasn't able to hit that break foot as she committed that net fault.
That's not going to deter her from swinging. Jules sends it back. On the side of Petrogas now with Brooke. Ceballos keeps it alive. 24 all. Left hand. Gonzaga. Delayed by the block. Off the rebound. Brooke on the counter. De Beer again. 13 points. Championship action.
Anna De Beer powering through the long rally. Power hit after power hit. Finally got a hit out. Petrogas had a lot of chances to put that ball away.
I love her face. It's like, oh, what's happening? Ano meron? Oh! She got tight though.
Too much adrenaline on that serve. Now it's time for Lindsay van der Weide to provide offense for the Petrogas Angels. It's a race to 2.
Second set is for the taking. A crucial 2-0, or do we go 1-1? Brooke serving to Eroa. De Beer from behind, sent back. Ceballos denied. De Beer's going to ask for it. She goes for it. Brooke was there. MJ keeping it alive. Lindsay will go for the swing. Eroa. AC Minor scoring behind Lindsay.
The drop ball worked for ZUS Coffee. AC Minor saw Lindsay van der Weide prepared for the block.
Mali rin yung talon niya eh. But she just had enough juice to tip it for their third set point. Bang receiving. And we still will play on.
Another hit out from Lindsay van der Weide. Jules Valentino has to be consistent in pushing that ball near the antenna so that Lindsay van der Weide can exploit the block of Clo Mondoñedo.
Right. De Beer underneath the ball, and the set point shifts to Petrogas this time. De Beer now slowly coming up with errors for herself, and that might be because of the defense of Petrogas, Neil.
The block has always been there. Maybe a case of overthinking. Oh, and another kill block for Rania Musa and the rest of the Petrogas Angels as they take set number 2.
And we are all tied up. Checked at the border was Thea Gagate. And the champion team gave you the point, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. On their first lead of that set, they get set point, and most importantly, they convert.
Big Dom, I want to hear some cheers for ZUS Coffee! What about for Petrogas? Well, we are looking for the Devant Certified Ka-TV Babad Barkada inside the arena. Wave to the camera and cheer for your team when you're featured on our Jumbotron. Go ahead, you guys. Show us how hyped you are. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your loved ones. Only with Devant.
25-21 for ZUS Thunderbells and 28-26 on a come from behind. We seem to have a couple of those today. Neil, earlier, of course, Kari did the same in that fourth set after being down big. Here, it is PetroGAZZ after being down 6. They make their way and extend that second set and snatch it away from ZUS.
Well, ZUS had a 6-point lead early on in set number 2, but in the final moments, they lost that due to the unforced errors committed by the players. Blocking was also solid at the net for the PetroGAZZ Angels. 4 kill blocks, so that's a total of 9 kill blocks already for the PetroGAZZ Angels. That really saved them in set number 2, and they even out-attacked the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells 18-15. I was a little bit concerned about the setting of PetroGAZZ in set number 2 because it was very predictable already.
Right.
But again, when you have Lindsay van der Weide and Brooke Van Sickle, even if naka-default sila ng sets to the left pin, they can still convert. But I think that Jules Celentino just has to remember that she has a lot of weapons. She has to be confident in setting those balls to MJ Phillips and Myla Pablo because they've been waiting for their chance also to help.
Remember, a couple of games ago, Myla Pablo scoring 26 in the absence of Lindsay van der Weide. Randy Reyes, of course, reporting for ZUS, and Nico Halili from Signal TV in attendance, and waiting for the awarding ceremonies. We don't know who's going to be awarded gold and silver, because now we are at 1-all. And a block to start set number 3, and maybe a change of rhythm, momentum, and shift of confidence also, because at one point in this second set, Neil,
the saying will never be cliche. I mean, defense will win championships. They're right on track, getting more kill blocks compared to ZUS Coffee. And if you remember, we had that conversation in starting lineup when we said that Anand De Beer will score, but if PetroGAZZ can contain the locals, they will have a good shot in winning that goal.
Yes, yun talaga yung susi. Because Anna will feast, she will have her points, she is that unstoppable and unplayable, but it's the others that they gotta contain. Jules sends it to Myla. Bumalik pa! Joust! And it's in the hands of PetroGAZZ. Bang will set it back to her former running mate. Jove gets over the block. Lindsay will send it safely to the other side. We are at 1-all, third set. De Beer. Pineda back to Myla. Sent back. Musa nanggigil, nakailalim sa bola.
We like the fact that she was very aggressive up front, but you also have to consider the attackers beside you. You have Myla Pablo, you have Lindsay van der Weide.
Set mo. Kung gat maaari, ano? Might have been sailing out, but no point now. It's in play, and it's in the hands of De Beer. Pineda, binantayan yung cross. A bit low for Brooke. Good coverage there. Good reaction there by Pablo. Defense by Van Sickle. Lindsay with a hit out. Let's go to Kyla Kingsu, more from PetroGAZZ.
Bumanil, in every clash of old and new, the youth will always challenge the experience, but the experience will always humble the youth. Bumanil, as you mentioned, Bang Pineda is part of the 2022 championship team of PetroGAZZ, who have come home and is doing everything she can to keep her team alive. I've gotten to cover her games the past conferences, and Bang is iconic for a reason, but with Petro, we all see that she's just on a whole other level. In her words, it's because in every rally, every dig, win or lose, she feels the history of this team. History that has shaped this very league, and a history so rich, as PetroGAZZ says, it will not be unwritten. Captain Rem Palma said it best, no matter how many points we play, it's about how you carry the moment. In her words, when the game gets tight, we know who we are. And indeed, they're reintroducing themselves here, Bumanil.
Yeah, she is an icon. But speaking of history, for the youngsters out there, if you knew how great she was as an open spiker, it's even more amazing that she was able to transform herself to this kind of a defensive specialist. I think that adds to her skill set.
Defense was always there. College pa lang,
Yes,
already
that's true.
saw the defense of Bang Pineda, Tatak Adamson, but
Yes.
she has transformed into a new being as a libero.
Yeah, as a specialist. Okay, Zeus Coffee naman tayo. Franny Reyes with this one.
Well, according to Kyla, experience will humble the new, but Zeus Coffee does not believe in that because they believe their edge is their youth, their energy, what they will bring in this game against the PetroGAZZ Angels. In the latter parts of that last set, yes, they felt the nerves, they felt the pressure, which is actually opposite to the way they've been trying to play this entire latter part of the conference, playing with nothing to lose, just enjoying the moment and being present, because by being present, they're able to make the right adjustments that they need to inside the court. Sabi ni Thea Gagate sa akin, hindi sila susuko. All the hard work was meant for something, and that moment is now. They have to bring that never give up attitude. Palaban na puso. And here, they are ready to show that the youth are the future. Back to you, Bumanyo.
And that is the reason why, Franny, this championship game and this matchup is compelling, because of storylines like that. The youth versus experience. Right now, in this set, we're all tied up at 5-all.
We're seeing better distribution from the PetroGAZZ side of things. Myla Pablo has been getting more sets from the right side. Now it's time for Jules Tolentino to activate MJ Phillips.
De Beer. Lindsay was there, could not keep it in play. 15 points. For the first time, reinforcement, not only for the PVL, but for herself. Her first foray into being a reinforcement outside of the U.S.
Right now, she's the only player in double digits for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Net fault will be called on Brooke Van Sickle.
No, I think that was the ball that hit the net. It happened right in front of us, but nobody's gonna challenge it. So we play on. 7-5 for Zeus. Back to Brooke. And a hit out. Van Sickle goes to Vander White. Don't you dare get that ball.
For PetroGAZZ, 2 players are already in double digits. 13 points for both Brooke Van Sickle and Lindsay Vander Wyde.
We knew that they were going to have a little more, just, spread out between the two of them. While Anna De Beer will get most of the points here for Zeus. No touch. No touch. But challenge, a block touch. Yes, there's an admission by Myla Pablo.
It was on MJ Phillips.
MJ, okay. So that leaves 8-7 for Zeus.
Big Dome, you know what time it is. It's time for our Myra Glow Cam. Why don't we check out and see who's our face for our Myra Glow Cam? There you go. Say hi and wave to our camera. Myra Whitening Vitamin Lotion. Stand out with a brighter skin that glows. Don't just be bright, be Vita brighter. And that was our Myra Glow Cam.
You are watching the PVL Reinforced Conference Finals between the PetroGas Angels and the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. We are at the third set with a score at 8-7 for ZUS. 1-1 after that exciting wind-up of our second set. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Kyla Kingsu reporting for PetroGas, and Franny Reyes reporting for ZUS here in the finals. Winner-take-all Sunday. Musa with 6 points, a couple of gimmies.
Yep. He has been aggressive up front, just converting these overpasses into points for the PetroGas Angels.
Tsaka suntok talaga ang ginagamit niya. Close fist no?
Ingat na sa net.
Para walang scratch. Oh, nakalusot. Dini Arroyo says, "Squeeze me." With this one, the Skechers play of the set brought to you by Skechers Comfort that performs.
Lomondoñez is trying to get multiple players in the double-digit mark.
It's a good adjustment by Jules there, not panicking. Lindsay covering that gaping hole. Myla looks at the defense. Klo reverses to Gonzaga. Slide by Pablo. Good save by Klo. And a chance here for PetroGas, who are down 1, 8-9. Lindsay. Good dig. That's going to be out. Bang Pineda lets it slide out. 9-all. 1-all.
Too much angle from Chini Arroyo.
Parang ibibay rin yung galaw ng PetroGas after that rally in the second, ano? It's just a little more organization here for them.
Confidence is also back.
Yeah,
Set
for
number
sure.
1, they were all over the place. Couldn't get
Yeah.
their game going.
They're also putting in their serves, Neil. Which
Yung
was
pinaka-importante.
Job with a rolling ball. Lindsay spanks that one and it catches the corner. They take over the lead here.
Target lock, zone 1. Now, adjustments need to be made by the Thunderbells. Need to put at least one defender there.
Parang linagay. Tolentino to De Beer. That's going to be in. There, Gagate's been playing with the lines today.
Corner pockets, zone 6 and zone 5. When it comes to quick attacks, yung mga ganyang zone, puntos na agad din. It's hard to catch up with those angles unless you're in that spot.
Yeah, you're right. Jules sends it to the other side. Look at the adjustment by Van der Weide. Nakita niya si Arroyo kumanan. So what does she do?
Zone 6. And she also saw Eliza Eroa preparing for the dig on the cross.
Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan, pasalubong ng bayan. This is how you see how good these reinforcements are, Neil. On the fly, As Gagate scores her 7th point in her first finals appearance here in the PVL.
Not the strongest of hits, but there was a donut hole there in the middle of the defense of PetroGaz.
11-all, 1-all. Jules. Whoa, they were still able to score there. Brooke apologizes to Jules, and Jules says, okay, we got a point.
Pass was definitely off. Jules just saved that ball.
Iniwan na lang.
Nobody went up for that block.
Thinking probably that they would not be able to get to the ball. 12-11. Chance to counter here. Jules reverses to Myla. That's off. Anna De Beer, and that's what Neil was saying at the start of the second set.
You have to keep them guessing. Talking about the blockers of ZUS Coffee, Myla Pablo scores against Anna De Beer. And you need to have a high spike reach if you want to go over the block.
Great decision by Eroa. As Musa, that will be her 3rd service error. She over-adjusts this time. Coach Mona Bagatsing. Team manager Cruz also. Behag. Talking to her there. There you go. MJ Phillips detonating.
You just have to be confident in giving those sets to the middle.
Avoiding the hands of Minor. And Nogales will come back here for Minor. 14 will be serving 12. Pablo with a sharp one. Sent back. Pablo with a dive. The joust. Back to Brooke, who goes long. Klo to De Beer. Pineda was there for the dig. Van Sickle goes for the swipe. Jove unable to catch up.
I just love watching Alyssa and Roa and the Bang Pineda getting those excellent digs against the reinforcements.
15-12. Inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, the libero battle has been as good and tasty as the spiker battles and the blocking battles. And that's why they're in the finals. Roa and Pineda going at it, receiving the sharpest and strongest attacks from the reinforcements. Here comes another one. Good reaction there. Oh, Pineda was actually there.
She tried to avoid the ball. That would be a point for Klo Mondoñedo.
Oh, you're right, Neil. I didn't see that the first time. It was going to go out. So De Beer is going to move out. Michael Go will come in here to serve and sweep. And yung mga teammates ni Klo winning championships.
Quick rest also for Ana De Beer, just to put things in a different perspective maybe. Yung nga lang, mababawasan ng option si Klo Mondoñedo from the back row.
Ooh, Jules! Went for it after the ball was returned.
PetroGAZZ has to be patient with these balls. I know that
nakagigil.
It is enticing to go for that instant kill. You have to maximize the 3 touches given to you.
You're being seduced by that ball. And you know, Jules will learn. She will learn all of this as she is still very young. 16-14, they're still in the lead. We got a battle here, definitely, in this winner-take-all final match of the PVL 2025. The season is close, and it is providing a much exciting last sentence in this chapter of the Premier Volleyball League here in this 2025 season. Ito yung mga sana maganda na series talaga, Neil. But unfortunately, obviously, this has been the format, the schedule that we have to deal with. It all ends tonight as Brooke serves 16-14. That's too low. Not over.
Might be the biggest lead for PetroGAZZ in this set at 3.
It is.
It's up to the locals to score and get that break point. Not a lot of options in the back row.
Myla reacting. Brooke will not force it. Nogales asking for it. Doug. Lindsay asking. Swiping. And a chance ball here. A high one for Pineda to send to Jules. Lindsay in the middle. Chini.
Blocked again by that PetroGAZZ wall. That has been the most consistent skill category for the Angels in this finals match.
Tibay defensive play on the set brought to you by Elastosil, Chelyado, Bubong, anumang panahon. Ceballos in. The beer still out. Lead is now at 4. Go with a nice receive there. Myla's been working hard on defense too, but they could not keep this one up. Nogales with her third.
Great response from Risa Nogales. Coach Jerry was giving her instructions for that rally.
Yeah, I loved how she sold that swing of hers initially. She is so athletic. Oh, she was very much in a hurry with that serve though.
You have 8 seconds to serve, might as well use it. 4-point lead for the Angels.
Ceballos goes down the line. That would be interesting here. Other than the signal game, Neil, ZUS has dominated their matches. A lot of their games were, wins, and some of them 3-setters, obviously. So it will be interesting how they deal with adversity in a knockout match too.
But at least they were able to experience a loss already.
Yes,
so
yes, for
I
sure.
think they also know how to bounce back. It is surprising though na medyo matagal itong substitution ni Coach Jerry Lee kay Ana De Beer because they're still trying to catch up here and we're already approaching the final moments of set number 3.
Right. And a timeout will be called by Coach Gary. (19-17) is our score. Welcome back to the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Brooke receiving that Montañedo serve. And another point. Coach Gary, I think, in that timeout, I was trying to watch them, why they called the timeout. Although they had a 4-point lead earlier. Parang pinahinga lang niya yung mga girls. Makahinga lang ng isang buga for this wind-up here in this third set.
You're almost there.
Yep.
You can get more kill blocks, but Thea Gagate will score off that quick attack.
9 points already for Thea.
Now it's time for Ana De Beer to come back, provide firepower. This is a strong front line for the Thunderbells. Thea Gagate, Jovelyn Gonzaga, and Ana De Beer.
Can PetroGAZZ protect their lead here? They give a free ball to ZUS. De Beer's going to get this one for sure. Brooke handles it. Reverse to Myra. And Myla puts it away.
It pays off to be unpredictable in setting. Now they're getting good numbers from the other locals on the floor for Petro GAZZ.
One thing that Jules Tolentino is getting right now, she's learning on the fly, Neil.
We've been talking about the defense of Bang Pineda, pero ang tibay din nung sweeper ng Petro GAZZ sa likod in Brooke Van Sickle.
Yeah, you're right. There's no defense for that. Gonzaga going long and scratching and painting the line.
That's point number 6 for Jovelyn Gonzaga.
This is a tactical substitution. While Lindsay's at the back, they're going to put Sabete there, a more agile sweeper.
More of a defensive substitution.
Yeah. A better mover at the back. Brooke will safely send it over. The lead is only 2. Jove. Milo was there again. Back to Brooke. Brooke goes for the angle, but it's out. Ooh. Oh, that was a good shot, though. Good angles to work with. And another timeout now by Coach Gary. Inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum, it is 21-20. Petro GAZZ had a 4-point lead at one point here in this set. Thunder Ide will rest for a while the rest of the gang are trying to get them over the line here in set number 3. Off a timeout. Klo was able to get that. Jove on the counter. Sabete. Myla again. Musa again. Jules on the chase. Brooke goes for the angle. Leaving it for Jove. Oh, that's a good reaction, actually. It's still alive and it's still playable. Good defense by Sabete. Pablo is rejected.
Great hustle from the Angels, but in the end, it was the defense of ZUS Coffee that won that point for them.
And this might be a turning point for ZUS as they tie it at 21. Game of volleyball. The switch of momentum is so sudden sometimes. Klo was waiting for Brooks down the line. Very high ball from De Beer. Pablo again with a block breaker.
Third player in double digits for the Petro GAZZ Angels with 10 points.
And off those 10, 4 came in this set.
If you're a Myla Pablo fan, you know that during seasons, she will have off games.
Yeah.
But during big games, she will always play at her best. 26 points against the Cool Smashers, 14 points against Akari, now 10 points versus ZUS Coffee.
Yes, has been as healthy as she's ever been. As Sayat will serve and sweep. Eroa safely to Mondañedo. Oh, and a touch by Phillips, apparently, says Fernando Velarde, or was it Brooke? Are they going to challenge this? Yes, they are.
There's a net ball violation called by the second referee.
I think on Brooke, no? Parang okay, Brooke.
Jay Phillips was adamant about that call, but I guess it was called on Brooke Van Sickle.
Right. Wasn't aware also. It This is very crucial because this is end game here on the third set. Might be a swing point for either ZUS or PetroGAZZ. We are at 22 all. Let's look at that. Oh, a center line fault.
Eagle eyes. Second referee.
Fernando Velarde. I saw apologies to the audience. We thought it was a net fault. A center line fault. And a clear one. And we're all tied up at 22. Deep dish receive. Phillips unleashes.
As long as you get the timing right, it's going to be a sure point for MJ Phillips.
Because she just really goes up high.
Unmatched in the air. Up high, down hard.
And she doesn't go straight. Always angles it a bit. Misreceived. Myla will go to Brooke. Brooke goes for the angle. That's a 2-point lead, and more importantly, set point for PetroGAZZ. Myla Pablo saving the day there with that set.
That was a decent set.
Pasado ba?
Pasado. Out of system, bump set. In the right position for the swing for Brooke Van Sickle.
Eroa receiving. De Beer! That's in! 17 points. She's gonna serve. Saving one set point. Right at the corner. Back to Brooke. Jules going to MJ. And as Neil said, if you give her a decent set, say goodbye to that point.
PetroGAZZ now up 2-1. They're one set away from clinching the gold.
This Babad player of the set brought to you by Devant. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devant. Brooke Van Sickle receiving. MJ Phillips delivering the point. Brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered white healing lotion. And PetroGAZZ is a set away from a championship. Three sets down, and it is PetroGAZZ who lost the first set, but winning the next two sets, losing 21-25, but winning 28-26 and 25-23 in the third. They are a set away from getting a second title in one calendar year. ZUS Coffee now will be playing from the back foot, and we look at the numbers after set number 3.
PetroGAZZ continues to dominate the net up front. 3 kill blocks in set number 3. So that's a total of 12 or 13, I count, for the PetroGAZZ Angels. They out-attack ZUS Coffee 18-14, and right now they're just 1 set away from claiming another gold under their franchise. ZUS Coffee really needs to adjust their defensive pattern. They have to serve heavy again if they want to push for a 5th.
And of course, ZUS now in a unfamiliar territory, not only because it's the finals, but because again they will be playing from behind here against an experienced PetroGAZZ team. So we will see what happens. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, for you at your service. Thank you very much for watching us on One Sports, the Pilipinas Live app, wherever you are in the world. Kyla Kingston reports for PetroGAZZ. Franny Reyes reports from ZUS. And we will hear from them in a bit. Protagonists, PetroGAZZ and ZUS, the challengers. Here we go with set number 4. Bit too close to the net, but Myla Pablo, the experienced winger that she is, finds a way.
So smart of Myla Pablo to swipe it off the hands of Ana De Beer. Not even a natural opposite hitter. They have a natural opposite in Aiza Maizo, but Myla Pablo has been playing so well. Kaya kailangan nandyan siya sa starting unit ng PetroGAZZ.
Good coverage there by Musa. Balik kay Myla. Oh, Van der Weide could not keep it in play. 1-all, set number 4. 9 points for Minor. We got some really good scoring happening here in the finals for both teams.
PetroGAZZ has contained the production of Ana De Beer, but she still has 17 points.
Yeah.
So that's still a good number for ZUS Coffee.
Averaging 26, yeah. Averaging 26, coming off a 30-point performance.
Rania Musa on deck to serve for the Angels.
Nice shift there by Minor, but unable to put it away. Brooke, Doug, MJ. Oh, that's how you put it away when given a gift.
Now, 4 players of PetroGAZZ are in double digits.
Right.
Myla Pablo, Brooke Van Sickle, Lindsay Van der Weide, and MJ Phillips.
Just asking Brooke how they prepared. How did practice go? Was it like a brutal, heavy practice? She said, nope. It's very light. They concentrated on recovery of their bodies and viewing and scouting the opponent, especially Ana De Beer's tendencies.
It was a tight schedule already for the Angels and the Thunderbells. So the skills are already there. It's really about putting countermeasures against the weapons of the other team.
Right. Especially because they've faced each other already in the past. That's exactly what Brooke told me, Neil. They've done all the stuff that they've needed to do throughout this conference already. Now it's time for execution. 4-2 for PGA. Counter-attack. Brooke rolls it. Mondoñedo. Ceballos is denied. De Beer off the soft block. Back to Brooke. Goes for the corner, but too much muscle behind those fingers.
Too strong of a push from Brooke Van Sickle. Another tight start, set number 4.
Her father, Gary, he's the newcomer here in this PetroGAZZ team. Angle. Eroa with the left hand. Brooke again. That's going to be double contact.
Yeah. We've been lenient dun sa double contact violation as long as the ball stays on your court. When it goes over the other side, that will be called as a violation.
Ayun. Claro, the change of direction there. Great explanation from Neil Flores. De Beer over receives, but she's able to score still.
Napaganda pa yung overpass. Lindsay Van der Weide couldn't get the right timing on that gift from ZUS Coffee. substitution for Coach Jerry. Kate Santiago will be replacing Jovelyn Gonzaga. So fresh legs for ZUS Coffee.
A lefty for a lefty. Lindsay gets it off the block. Inatake kagad si Santiago.
As expected, she's been asking for those sets near the antenna.
(6-4). Oh! And that hasn't happened in a while for PetroGAZZ. It happens here. Gagate on tap. Get this rally going at 5, serving 6. Lindsay scores again. He's piling it up now, matching the 18 of Van Sickle.
Same production for both outside hitters of PetroGAZZ. I guess that's the biggest advantage. Na kahit umikot patalikod si Lindsay van der Weyde, may Brooke Van Sickle na haharap. So in every single rotation, there's a heavy swinger up front for PetroGAZZ.
Olivier and Ceballos miscommunicating there. 8-5.
Welcome back to the PVL Reinforced Finals. Kyla, I spoke to Micah Ortiz, one of the only players in ZUS Coffee who has finals experience here in the PVL, and she's all too familiar with this feeling. She told me that right now their character is being tested. They've never been in this situation before, and right now they have to figure out how to bring out the composure they need to extend this to a 5th set.
Well, Franny, as much as it is admirable to learn as you go, these PVL Finals waters are not a place to be experimental. I mean, what's a strong opener without the consistency, backed by experience to finish things off? This reinforced conference, the PetroGAZZ Angels didn't start as favorites, but that's the thing about experience, Franny. It keeps you and equips you in literally clawing, fighting your way out of slumps. As Myla Pablo told me, that resilience are actually painful losses that have been wrapped in grit the past years, Bumanil.
That has got to be the nicest, most pleasant debate that I've ever heard. Franny and Kyla making their points, but in a very nice and pleasant way, and that narrative of youth versus experience, and that battle continues on, and right now it is experience that is winning at 9-6 here in set 4.
12 points for Myla Pablo. PetroGAZZ looking good in his 4th frame.
Yeah.
They have rejected the attacks of Anna De Beer in the past few rallies, but AC Minor will score 1 for ZUS Coffee.
But you know, the argument of Franny and the argument of the young ones, they're never going to stop coming at you.
They will always be persistent.
Yes, yes.
They will never get tired.
Yes, they will never get tired. So, yan ang kailangan abangan nitong PetroGAZZ. They would never say that it is over until they really finish the job, which is far from it, especially with Anna De Beer there. Jules goes up to Brooke, and Brooke gives him another 3-point breather.
We're not seeing the same power hits from Anna De Beer. She's been taking care of those hits.
Why do you think? Is it the blocking that's bothering her, Neil?
Definitely, that would be one aspect of it. Sometimes when you get blocked multiple times, you kind of overthink. You don't want to get blocked again, so you just go for the spin shots, but that won't work against the defense of Petrogas. So for Anna De Beer, she has to go for full power every single time. Right now, it's AC Minor taking charge of the offense of ZUS Coffee. He now has 12 points.
Lining up the points. That's a great set, by the way. Eight serving 10. Right on the line. Pablo on the opposite side. Thea not hitting the ball solidly, but still able to score.
It's down to a 1-point game.
9 serving 10. Lindsay receiving. Jules goes to MJ again. Ang taas ng porsyento pag si MJ ang pinupuntahan.
It's very simple also. She understands the angles, kung saan siya pwede pumuntos.
So look at the Skechers play on the set, brought to you by Skechers. Comfort that performs. Good defense by Pablo. Pablo's doing everything here. De Beer. Oh, that drops in! And that's what you're talking about.
That is the game plan, to stop Anna De Beer from scoring 30 points.
Yeah.
And right now, they have been successful in doing that.
17. She's been stuck at 17. So it's up to the other girls to step up to the plate. Arroyo with 6.
At the end of the day, it's going to be the locals that would actually win the gold for ZUS Coffee.
MJ again, scores again. MJ is locked in.
14 points for MJ Phillips. Only scored 1 point, 2 points in the first set. Then she gradually increased her production in the succeeding sets.
Not by her fault, but also because sabi mo nga, Neil, she wasn't being set up that much.
Wala rin kasing pasa nung simula
Ayun na lang.
yung PetroGAZZ.
That's not gonna drop in this time.
That's back-to-back points for Chini Arroyo. Anna De Beer will move to the front row. This is the time for Mondoñedo to move the pieces once again.
Okay.
Because Anna De Beer is getting checked on the left side. You can put her in the middle as long as Thea Gagate could, get the commitment of a blocker from PetroGAZZ. Mas malaking chance for Anna De Beer to get her 18th point.
Chance ball. Oh, they go to the setter right away. So MJ will be the one to set Lindsay. And Lindsay says, no problem. I got you. 14-11.
Going deep once again, attacking the seam of the block of ZUS Coffee. Nobody home.
Pride is kicking in here for Lindsay, that's for sure. Lindsay also showing, as this one drops in again, Lindsay also showing some mobility here for PetroGAZZ after that ankle injury a couple of play dates ago.
What injury?
Yeah.
Can't even tell that she was injured.
Second time she goes to that corner. That's going to drop in. Aroa evading it. That is 16-11. It is all PetroGAZZ here. You know, during that timeout, Neil, I checked the scoring of De Beer all throughout the tournament, and everything is either 30 or 20. I'll talk about that in a bit. Let's go to this rally first. Eroa will go back to De Beer. This time no, this is not yet a sure. Okay, she will be credited for a point here. So, 33, 37, 18, 37, 23, 20, 26, 24, 30, 16. And even in that 16 was a win against Nextled. So that's the kind of scoring that she's had here in this tournament. And today, 18 so far, which is obviously still right in there. But it's not as been explosive, but there have been counter points on the other end here from PetroGAZZ.
They were just able to slow Ana De Beer down.
Yes.
A lot of soft blocks coming from Myla Pablo, MJ Phillips, and Rania Musa. And when they transition to offense, of course you have Lindsay van der Weide there. And she is going to go high and deep. She has had a lot of success. After that first set, she was able to adjust her game. She was dug multiple times by Eliza Iroha, but sabi niya, enough is enough. She was able to turn things around. Set number 2. Now they still have a 4-point lead.
4-point lead.
AC Minor has continued to impress all of the PVL fans.
Yes. Baga, as we say, nagpapakilala dito sa finals. Actually, marami sa kanila. You know, for those who are like casual fans or just don't watch too much and, you know, you don't hear their names a lot. This is where they're announcing their names here in the finals. Montañedo, Minor, Nogales. In the meantime, another point by Van der Weide, which brings her to 22. And more importantly for them, a 5-point lead, and Minor again. The kind of experience that Minor is getting here in the finals going to be crucial moving forward as Sabete comes in. And the back row, papalitan muna si Van der Weide.
AC Minor is not far behind the production of Ana De Beer. 18 for Ana De Beer, 14 for AC Minor.
Pablo on De Beer. 13 points. That was a massive swing.
I can say the same thing about Myla Pablo. Again, coming up big for the PetroGAZZ Angels. They are feeling it. 6 points away from reclaiming that reinforced conference crown.
And winning 2 titles in a calendar year for the first time in their franchise. She signed the veteran with her first point here in the finals.
She has seen it all.
Yeah, done it all and seen it all.
So I know that this is a normal day for Chiside, but it is special, of course. Every championship has a different story. And for PetroGAZZ, this is going to be a new chapter for their franchise if ever they end it in 4 sets.
If they can hang on, as Minor gets it off the block, because earlier nga, nakita natin, no lead is safe, partner. The PLDT Akari game is a testament to that.
Was that a 10-point lead?
I think so.
So 5 points would be manageable.
Yeah. Akari coming back in that 4th set to send it to a 5, and MJ Phillips
making it look so simple. It is obvious that a single blocker would not be enough to even get a soft block on MJ Phillips.
Yeah, look at her just on top of the ball all the time. Credit going to Jules Tolentino for making the adjustment and really spreading the sugar, so to speak.
Well, they have a lot of veteran setters there. After the first set, kinausap din siya ni Chisa and Janelle Cheng. They were able to give her some confidence. You just have to give the others a chance to shine as well.
Make less predictable. Jove, what an angle for Gonzaga.
7 points for Jovelyn Gonzaga.
And De Beer still behind. She obviously is a threat from there. But can they make a run here? Jules to Brooke. Off the soft block, off the block, and a point for Van Sickle, her 20th of the match.
That's it for the substitution of Coach Gary Van Sickle. Lindsay van der Weide checks in to put the finishing touches for Petro GAZZ. They're not yet out of the woods. They need 3 big points to close out.
They can smell it. But another service error. That's the department that they really have faltered here in this finals game. Giving away 9 free points via the service errors. Jules back to MJ. And MJ continues to smack that ball. 17 points for Phillips. 2 points away.
This time on the side attack. Penalized Iroa couldn't pop that ball up properly.
Yeah. What a sharp serve. Thea. Myla unable to keep it high up.
4 points to tie for ZUS Coffee. AC Miners now in the front row. Good option for Chloe Mondoñedo. Ana De Beer needs to step up. Now is the time for her to go on a scoring spree.
Last ditch stand. Down 4. Championship point for PETRO GAZZ.
The GAZZ mates are on their feet.
Yeah, and it's in the hands of the rookie. Mondoñedo to Minor, who says not yet. Saves 1 championship point on her 16th point in the finals.
This has got to be one of the best performances of AC Miner's career, and it's in the finals of the PVL.
Bang to Jules, to Myla, and that's it! No challenge from ZUS, and the celebration begins as they return as champions of the reinforced conference. And the rookie in tears, and why not? You know, Neil, this 4-set win is kind of like a microcosm of what happened to them here in this conference. They started at slow, scrambling, and to a certain degree disorganized, and then turned it around and never looked back.
The transition was definitely messy for PETRO GAZZ at first. A rocky first round of preliminaries, but in the crucial stages of the conference, they were able to play at their best, especially against heavy contenders in knockout matches. And now, experience just really showed for the GAZZ Angels.
That's a 5-game winning streak for them as they come back as one of the lower seeds here in the Premier Volleyball League. Here's a point brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. There is a lot to sort, a lot to talk about, a lot to celebrate here in the Smart Araneta Coliseum for both teams. We'll have a lot of time to talk about, of course, PETRO GAZZ, but quick word on what ZUS has been able to accomplish, Neil.
Big achievement already for ZUS Coffee. Young franchise 2024 insertion in the PVL. First finals appearance. Silver will feel like gold.
And that's why we need to talk to Ana De Beer with Franny Reyes.
Boom and Neil and Araneta. I am with Ana De Beer of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Ana, you've clearly captured the hearts of all these PVL fans. You're very emotional right now. Talk me through what's going on in your mind.
Yeah, I'm just really grateful. This has been an incredible experience. I'm just very proud of what our team has accomplished, even though it didn't go our way tonight. And I'm just really grateful. I have no words.
I do want to ask you if you have any message to your team, to all the fans who are here and watching online. Go ahead.
Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey. To my teammates, you guys are what made this so special for me. And I really love the Philippines. I had a great experience, so I'm just really thankful for you.
Well, Anna, we hope to see you back again. I know this is your last day. Thank you for gracing us with your talent. Boom and Neil, let's turn it over to you guys.
We're very lucky to have witnessed a talent like her. We're very lucky to be her first stop as a professional, Neil. And we hope to see her again.
One thing's for sure, she will be back. I
hope
know
so.
that the Philippines fell in love with a player like Anna De Beer, and we just can't wait for her return.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back with some interviews with the winners here of the Reinforced Conference Championship. The confetti has fallen here at the Smart Araneta Coliseum for the winners and the champions. 2 championships in 1 calendar year for the PetroGAZZ Angels as they win this one in 4 sets. Let's give you our Babad player of the game, brought to you by Devon. Enjoy unforgettable TV Babad moments with your family only with Devon. She started the first set with only 2 points and then just got going and scored 17 all in all, and she is with Kyla Kingsu.
Here with me is our 2025 PVL Reinforced Conference champion and our player of the game, MJ Phillips, with 17 points in this do or die finals game. Now, MJ, wow, you started the year with a championship and you're ending the year with another one. When you look back at this conference, what does this specific one mean to you?
This means really a lot to us, especially because we were really rocky in the beginning, but I'm happy that we all came together and pulled this out.
Oh, wow, congratulations, first of all. And I want to talk about the 2022 Reinforced Conference. You were also there. Lindsay was also there. This feels like a little deja vu moment and a full circle. Can you talk to us more about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's a blessing that we had Lindsay to be able to come back for us and play. I think that chemistry really played into us today winning. And I'm just like really like speechless right now.
Now, MJ, is there anyone you'd like to greet? Go ahead.
Thank you to all the PetroGAZZ fans for always constantly supporting us, and hopefully we can get another championship next year.
There you go. Congratulations once again, MJ, and to the PetroGAZZ Angels. Now we have Franny with more interviews for us.
That's right, Kyla. Now this 3rd Reinforced Championship would not have been possible without their foreign guest player, Lindsay Vanderwide, and the rookie setter, Jules Tolentino. Jules, I gotta ask you, how was the pressure knowing that you were a rookie, or you are a rookie in this team, and you've led them all the way to the championship?
Today, actually, sobrang kinakabahan ako, but I'm very thankful sa mga athletes ko and coaches ko na ginaguide ako all throughout the game. And super surreal na experience na to. Actually, hindi pa siya nagsisink in sa akin. So, ayun. Thank you to everyone!
Now, Lindsay, so good you had to do it twice here in the Reinforced Conference. Walk me through what you're feeling. Does it feel like deja vu for you?
It definitely feels like deja vu, especially doing it with this team for the second time. I told Bang when I got here, let's run it back, and we ran it back. So it's awesome. I love this team.
Just oozing with confidence. Lindsay, is there anything you want to say to the PetroGAZZ fans and to everyone inside the arena and the Coliseum?
Yes, I just want to say you guys are the best. Thank you for not giving up on us. Hi to my family. I love you guys. Thank you for supporting. Go Petro!
And Jules, your turn. Anyone you want to greet, go ahead.
First of all, yung PetroGAZZ management and supporters namin. Also, my family watching here today and loved ones ko. And also to my DLSU family, sila Coach Ramil, if you're watching, para sa inyo din po to.
Thank you so much, Jules. Lindsay, congratulations once again. Neil, who are you with?
Championship shirts look good on you guys. Congratulations to the PetroGAZZ Angels for winning another title in the Reinforced Conference. So I'm just here, Franny, to wrap things up for you guys. Here to crunch some numbers. PetroGAZZ definitely played better in the attacking department, 69 compared to the 57 of ZUS Coffee. 4 players ended in double digits for the Angels. And throughout this match, PetroGAZZ definitely outblocked the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. They really put up that wall against Anna De Beer. They were able to slow her down. That's why they were able to get more success in their counterattacks. Although PetroGAZZ did give 25 free points to the Thunderbells, but ultimately it was a well-fought match. They were able to recover after that first set to bring another championship to the PetroGAZZ Angel. Well, folks, that's about it. Stay tuned for the awarding ceremonies. We'll be back after a short break.
back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum for the conclusion of your Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. And after that epic matchup between PetroGas Angels and the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, it is now time to hand out first our silver medals. And to help us present these silver medals, we would like to acknowledge Chairman of the PVL Control Committee, Sherwin Malonzo, and the Head of Sports Content of Signal TV, Mr. Miko Halili. Ladies and gentlemen, the PVL Reinforced Conference silver medalists this year raised the bar for their very young franchise. They weren't content with just making their first semifinals appearance. They went for it all. Today, they bring home their first silver medals. Congratulations to the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. The ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, composed of Micah Go, Caroline Santos, Thea Gagate, Kate Santiago, Che Troncoso, Julia Angeles, Jade Hentapa, Jovelyn Gonzaga, Gail Pascual, Chini Arroyo, Wailin Estoque, Renee Mabilangan, Char Ancheta, Dolly Versosa, AC Minor, Alyssa Eroa, Fiola Ceballos, Riza Nogales, and Micah Ortiz. Their foreign guest player, Anna De Beer. Team captain, Cloan Mondoñedo. And head coach, Jerry Yee. Congratulations to the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Gentlemen, one more time for the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Our silver medalists for the PVL Reinforced Conference. When we come back, we will award our PVL All Premier Team.
Proceed with our continuation of the award ceremony. We'd like to bring back Angelica, Audrey, Jean, Mariel, and Ayaka. Let's welcome back Wink.
Welcome back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum and welcome back to the final day of the PVL calendar. And obviously we just had a momentous close to the reinforced conference. So now it is time to recognize the top player, or the top players rather, of this reinforced conference. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the PVL Premier Team. And the first member of our Premier Team is the best setter for the PVL Reinforced Conference. And your best setter is Clo Montañedo of the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Joanne Montañedo came into her own in this reinforced conference, steering a group of veterans and young players to this historic finish. Now she earns her first Premier Team nod. Our best setter, Joanne Montañedo. Ladies and gentlemen, next is the best outside spikers. First up, one of the top scorers of the conference. Your best outside spiker from the PETRO GAZZ Angels, Brooke Van Sickle. The reigning All-Filipino Conference MVP bags her second Best Outside Spiker award since joining the PVL. Last year, BVS has been one of the most consistent all-around players of the league. Congratulations, Brooke Van Sickle. On to our next Best Outside Spiker. From the PLDT High Speed Hitters, Savvy Davison. Savvy Davison came into the league in 2023, and since then she has led PLDT to historic finishes, including 2 championships. Today she brings home her second Best Outside Spiker trophy. Congratulations, Savvy Davison. Up next, our best opposite spiker. From the Farm Fresh Foxies, Trisha Tubu. Trisha Tubu has evolved into one of the most lethal attackers of our league. She is the first local player to finish a reinforced conference preliminary as our best attacker. And now Trisha Tubu is a 4-time best opposite spiker. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Trisha Tubu. And now, our middles. The first of our 2 best middle blockers made a much-awaited return this conference from the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Maddie Madayag. The heart and soul of the Flying Titans had a spectacular reinforced conference. She was our top blocker this conference and pushed her to her best or 3rd best middle blocker award in the PVL. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Maddie Madayag. And now for the second of our best middle blockers. From the Creamline Cool Smashers, Pangs Panaga. This is a 9th Best Middle Blocker award for Pangs Panaga, making her the most decorated middle in the Premier Volleyball League. Congratulations, Pangs Panaga. Now we award the Reinforced Conference Best Libero. From the Choco Mucho Flying Titans, Tang Ponce. Tang Ponce was statistical outlier this conference, finishing the preliminary round as the top receiver and third best digger. She is now a 5-time PVL best libero. Tang Ponce. On to our next award, a member of the PVL Premier Team, our rookie of the conference. And the rookie of the conference is AC Minor from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells. Today in the finals, 16 points, 6 blocks for your rookie of the conference, AC Minor. And now, for the top reinforcement this conference, our best foreign guest player from the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, Anna De Beer. Fresh out of a celebrated collegiate career in the U.S., Anna De Beer drove straight to the PVL and made her mark, powering ZUS Coffee to a historic conference. And today she is immortalized as one of the best reinforcements to grace the PVL. Congratulations, Anna De Beer. The best of the best, ladies and gentlemen, on your screens right now for the reinforced conference of your Premier Volleyball League. And now, the final member of the Premier team proved to be, again, our MVP. And your reinforced conference MVP is Brooke Van Sickle. Make that 3 MVP awards for BVS. She becomes the first player to win 2 MVP awards in a single year since Tots Carlos in 2022. Congratulations, Brooke Van Sickle.
Hello? Is this working? Can you hear me? Okay. Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for always supporting the PVL. This was phenomenal, and I thought this league was awesome to have high caliber athletes like Anna here and everyone coming in to help support and be, the imports in the league. And I thought it was a very hard-fought conference. It was very unpredictable, lots of ups and downs. And I'm just really grateful everyone was healthy this conference and everyone gave it their all. And I'm super excited to see the future of PVL as we continue. So great job, everyone. Everyone did fantastic. And thank you for always supporting us no matter what. We love you.
Congratulations once again to our MVP, Brooke Van Sickle. And congratulations to your PVL Premier Team. Back inside the Smart Araneta Coliseum for our awarding ceremony. We already awarded the silver medals to the ZUS Coffee Thunderbells, and we also awarded our PVL Premier Team. Now it is about time we get ready to crown the PVL champions for the Reinforced Conference of 2025. And helping us out in terms of our presenters for our gold medals, the president of the PNBF, Tony Boy Liao. The chairman of the PVL Control Committee, Sherwin Malonzo. And our head of sports content for Signal TV, Mr. Miko Halili. Ladies and gentlemen, our champions stormed their way to the finals for a 7th time. After winning their first All-Filipino title earlier this year, tonight they go home with their 3rd reinforced crown. Congratulations to the PETRO GAZZ Angels! The champions for the PVL Reinforced Conference, the PETRO GAZZ Angels, are A.A. Adolfo, Janelle Cheng, Juliana Tolentino, Joy Dacoron, Jelly Tempiatura, Aiza Maizo Pontillas, Brooke Van Sickle, MJ Phillips, Myla Pablo, Rania Musa, Shi Sayat, Nicole Tiamzon, Jonas Sabete, and Bang Pineda. With foreign guest player Lindsay Van der Weide, team captain Remy Palma, and head coach Gary Van Sickle. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, your gold medalists, your champions for the Reinforced Conference, your PETRO GAZZ Angels. Now it's time to award our finals MVP. And your PVL Reinforced Conference Finals MVP is MJ Phillips! And we hear from our newly minted finals MVP, MJ.
Speak now. Hi guys, I'm MJ. Thank you guys so much for the constant support all the time. We were a little shaky in the beginning, but thank you guys for always having our backs. So thank you. This is for you.
Once again, your finals MVP, MJ Phillips. And your reinforced champions, the PETRO GAZZ Angels. There you go, ladies and gentlemen, the newly crowned champions back as the reinforced champions and their second title in one calendar year. You're getting a shot of the PETRO GAZZ Angels and of course the finals MVP, MJ Phillips, your MVP in Brooke Van Sickle. Boom Gonzalez, Neil Flores, Franny Reyes, Kyla Kingsu. Spectacular job, both of you, first and foremost, with your teams. I'll begin with you, Franny, and your last word on what a gallant stand in the finals by ZUS and what a great conference by that team.
Well, I just want to preface it by saying they didn't come short. They had nothing to lose in this scenario, and they were just so happy to be here. And Kyla, yes, PETRO GAZZ had the experience, but all other teams should be wary of these ZUS Coffee Thunderbells.
For sure. And well, on the PETRO GAZZ side, well, it seems like it's in their destiny. Queens once again of the reinforced, but great shot to ZUS, Franny. I know we had her back and forth, but yeah, such a great game.
All right, and what about this reinforced conference? And what about the year, Neil, for the PVL?
I'm just excited for the PVL. Teams are getting better. Yes. The playing field is leveled right now. You can never expect anything from the PVL now. So good times for Philippine volleyball.
So we all take a quick break and then we'll be back at the end of January for the resumption of a brand spanking new Premier Volleyball League season. So we'll have to say goodbye here from the Smart Araneta Coliseum for all our anchors, analysts, and all of our courtside reporters, our production team, and everybody who make the backbone of this PVL. Thank you very much for watching. I guess we will have to say happy holidays to you guys since it's our last chance. And thank you for watching us on One Sports and of course on the Pilipinas Live all over the world. My name is Boom Gonzalez. Maraming salamat.